It's been a few years since I've used Autocrat, but it integrates with Google Forms, Google Sheets, and Google Docs to create automatic documents. So I've already installed Autocrat to our domain. You have to do that as an administrator. And now when I look inside a spreadsheet, I see I have this extension called Autocrat. So I've created this form called school application. It only has 4 fields in it. You have your full name, and it is a required field. We have email, and I've caused the email to be a regular expression that contains this special code. This ensures that we actually get a valid email address. Without this, you may end up with people trying to spam you. And again, it is a required field. And I make a note here that tells people that you can't have a space in the email address. We have a mobile number. Again, no spaces, no dash, no only numbers, and it must start with a plus, and then your country code. And this is the special piece of code. This is the special piece of code that makes that happen. And of course, if someone does something wrong, it says, oops, there's an error. Then we've got 3 schools. A person can come along and fill this in such that we end up with their data, and they can actually come back a second time to the form and change anything. So this is a unique way of connecting a form to a user. They do have to have a Gmail account. They can't use a Yahoo account or a Hotmail account. So you may have a few issues with some people. So we now have the form. We have the spreadsheet. Next thing we want to do is we want to link the spreadsheet to a document. And here I have an example of a document. So we've got schools offered at the name of your YWAM base, a little bit of a logo. This could be kind of like a cover page to a person's application that you can print off. So we want the student's name, and what we've got here is we've got these special little characters that is telling the program in a few minutes what to put where. So on our spreadsheet, I simply copy in the name of the field and put it between 2 sets of brackets. Now, having done this, we don't want to go back at any time in the future and change these names. And you can kind of see I've got a bit of a mistake here because none of these have a full stop, but this does have a full stop or a period. So when you're working with this, you've got to make sure that you've really created something that you want. Okay, back over to the spreadsheet. I go to extensions, I go to Autocrat, I go to open. Now it's opening the Autocrat system, and it says, hey, well, there's nothing to merge. Of course there isn't. We haven't done a job yet. So we go new job. This could get a little bit long because I haven't done this for a while. We'll call this base applications. Now, I'm pretty sure this name ends up in the document name. So let's go and give the place a actual valid name. So good on base application, good. Next. Now we have to choose a template. Now the template already exists, but we need to tell the spreadsheet where the template is. So we'll go from Drive, and it just so happens that it brings it up right there. And it's happy, and we go next, and that's asking us to merge things. So it's going in and it's trying to do a merge for us, and it's actually doing a really good job. And as an aside, you could have called these names something different other than these names across the top, but the best way to do it is to actually do it like that. So go next, file settings. So this is where we want to do that. Begin an application. We will go with my full name, and we'll go for, oops, for excellent. Multiple output mode, correct. Next. Where do we want these to be stored? Well, let's go back up here and we see we've got the folders, sorry, the files. So let's create a folder especially for these applications. We'll call it 2023 applications, and we'll create. Now we've got that folder. Obviously next year you'd call it 2024. Go back to here. Can I go inside? No, I want to go choose folder. That's the one that I just created because it's going to be inside applications. Select that. And we want to get rid of that one. Yes. So we've got the right folder. Next. Add the man folder reference. Select a container. No, we don't need to worry about that. Next. I seem to remember something about this. Just one moment. Yes, I remember now. We need to come into here and add a condition. Timestamp equals not null. So that's what we wanted there. Share doc. No is good. Trigger. Yes. Run from trigger. Confirm yes. So we want to run on form trigger. So this means that whenever a form is filled out, this document will be created. It'll be interesting to see how this reacts when the applicant edits the document. Run on time trigger, no, though we might want to come back at a later date to do that. And that's it, save. Very good. So that is everything we want to see. And we can simply close that. Now if we go over here and go into here, there is nothing here yet. Now, let's go in and we will do a new application. So here's the application. So, and we want site host app org. You notice there's a mistake in there, but that's okay. +1. Whoops, no spaces. And the score I want to do, and we'll submit. And if we go to the spreadsheet, there's the second one there. And it's merging. Okay, so every time someone will apply, it was just taking a bit of time for this to come through for the first time. This is very good. So we've now had a successful merge. And if I go into here, I'm not seeing anything in here yet. unless it's gone and put it somewhere different. I don't think it has. Applications. It might just take a moment. Merge URL. It says it's done it. So if I go and open that, it has definitely done it, but I'm not seeing it inside this folder. So it'll be interesting to see where it's gone and put that. Let's have a look. So we have my file here. It's created the right information, and it's like, where did you put it? File, details. It's put it in the root of my drive. There it is there. So a little error we have with this situation of finding out why it's put it in the root and not the proper place. So to try and figure this out, we're going back to the spreadsheet, extensions, Autocrat, open. There's Autocrat opening. We want to edit this one. So that's correct. Next. That's we chose the template. Correct. 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 And we've told it the right place. This is where we want it. Choose destination folder. So is there something we're missing? Choose a file type, choose destination. Choose a folder for each merge document. This is actually optional if you included a dynamic folder reference. Back. Dynamic folder reference. Emergent to be dropped into suitable and not others. So it was next. Add, select a column that will contain a folder ID. No, we're not doing that. So at this time, I don't know why these applications are going into the root, but we can just grab them and open up that, open up that, open up. I think I know why they're going into root. It's because we're doing this from a shared drive and it doesn't know how to do it. That'll be interesting. So I think when you go and apply this to your situation, you want to make sure you're not doing it in a shared drive. That's going to be my guess. So let's go here and go new folder, applications, go into this, new folder, 2023. Now let's go back one, trash that, yes, choose folder, I want 2023. There it is there, select, good, next, and save. Okay, so good. Let's have a look Now if you're watching this and I've edited this video, I most likely will cut things around a little bit so that we have the right information in the right place. So I need to now do a new setup. So I'm going to go over onto my other screen. I want to use form, and I'll do it over here. I want to change Okay, so I'm going to do another form just outside of your view. And submit. Now back here, we've got a new one. That should trigger and run. There it goes. It's found it. It's triggered. And it's created the document. Now, if I've done that right, it should be in here. And it is. So the problem we had at the beginning was that I did not, these forms cannot operate into a shared drive. So that's really cool. And if we open up that, you can see how it is such like this. And it also enables the applicant to go back and add more information. Now we need to create the big form.